it's Linda from Homestead by the Lake. How's everybody doing today? So today I went and I picked up some organic flour, and I want to restart my sourdough starter because I did something wrong and it turned to mold. So let's try it again. Picked up some unbleached white all-purpose flour, and I am going to make a small batch just to get started in case for some reason I fail again. I don't know what happened the last time. It just did not work. And all of a sudden one day it was moldy and I don't know what I did. So this is unbleached flour, and I am going to start with a half a cup. Okay, and that's going to go in my container. You want to put it in a glass jar. All right, and now I need a half a cup of distilled. You don't have to use distilled water. Just don't use your tap water if you have chlorine in it. Use a spring water, use a filtered water, but don't use your tap if you're in city water. And it's just going to be the same amount. It's going to be 1/2 cup of unbleached flour, 1/2 cup of water. And I want it to be room temperature. So I'm not going to use the filtered one in my refrigerator. I'm going to use just a spring water. And I'm going to measure a half a cup. Go. And we are going to, okay, we're going to mix that together. You just want to mix it till you don't have any lumps. I shouldn't say lumps. I meant like dry flour. You want to make sure all your flour is wet. That looks good. Now I'm going to go get my rubber band and put my rubber band where my mixture is. Okay, so I have put my rubber band where my batter is, and I'm going to use a plastic top and just loosely put that on. I'm not going to tighten it, and this is going to sit on my counter until tomorrow, and if it raises, then we're good. And we'll come back tomorrow and see what we have. So, today we're going to try our hand at sprouted beans and see if it works. And I went to the dollar store and got a screen splatterer, you know, for your pans. And I cut out the shape for a wide mouth mason jar. And I'm going to cut one out, and it's going to go in the lid. And this is how we're going to make our sprouted beans. I'm excited to see how this process works. So first thing I have to do is cut this out. Let's see how that goes. Let's see. I do have some hefty shears here. We'll see how it goes. I don't even know how I'm supposed to start this. What's the easiest way? I'm sure there's an easy way, and I just don't know what it is. First, we'll get in it, and we'll go from there, right? If I can make a hole. There we go. Then we should be good to go. All right, so I'm going to cut out a circle. Be careful, I don't want any little pieces of screen in my stuff. And I'm going to cut just inside my red marker. And I'm hoping that it will fit the jar fine. Let's see. All right, that was easy. And it did leave little pieces of metal. So be careful when you're cutting it. This is going to go inside there. Look at that, it works perfect. So now you pick any kind of bean that you want. Today I have picked a navy bean that the bag just started to open, so we're gonna make navy beans. And I want 1 cup of navy beans. And they're gonna go in my mason jar. I should have grabbed a funnel, but that's okay. All right, now we're gonna put our screen on and we're gonna go add some water and let them soak for overnight. So I'm just going to fill it up just to cover the beans a little bit. And then it's gonna soak until tomorrow. We'll come back tomorrow and see what we have. Okay, I've added some water. Now it's gonna sit on the counter and it can breathe because I have the screen on top. It's gonna sit on the counter overnight and we'll come back tomorrow and see how we're doing. Good morning. So today is day 2 of trying to get our sourdough starter going. And this is what it looks like so far this morning. The liquid, the water has separated and all the dough's on the bottom. So I'm gonna open it, hopefully not see any mold. Yay! It's smelling good already. So now what we do for day 2 is we add another 1/2 cup of flour and another 1/2 cup of water. And we do the same thing. We let it sit overnight. I'm adding my 1/2 cup. Whoops, try not to spill it like I did. And 1/2 cup, and I'm using my spring water, room temperature. Add the 1/2 cup. And we're gonna get that all mixed together. This jar is definitely not big enough. And for its first feeding, I didn't want to discard any until it actually gets active. It's looking really nice. It's looking thick. Can you see? I'm pretty sure I am going to have to change this into a bigger jar. All right, now I got a quart jar. And I'm going to pour this in there. I should have started with a quart jar when I started it. That's okay. We're all nicely mixed. Keep moving any of that out. All right, and we're gonna put our lid on loosely, and then we're switching our rubber band to here. And we will be back tomorrow to check how it's doing. Okay, so check out our sprouted beans that we're trying. So now it has soaked up a lot of this water. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go rinse them real well. All right, we're just gonna rinse and dump them out. Dump out the water. We just rinsed them a couple times. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna add any more water to them. I'm going to set them on the counter and we'll see what we get tomorrow. You know what? Now I'm not sure if I should have discarded some of the sourdough. I hope I didn't just mess it up. But we'll see, we're learning together. There it is. Okay, I had no rise, but I have more of the liquid, so I need to get rid of the hooch today. And today we're gonna feed it. Oh, it smells good. No mold. We're getting there. I don't want to mess this up. So I'm removing the hooch, and today I'm going to feed it. It looks really good. I'm really happy with this. So today I'm going to do, what is this? We're going to do a half a cup. Oh, do I need to take some discard out? I'm going to take some discard out. How much should I take out? Who knows? Can you tell me? I should have looked that up, huh? All right, so we're just going to take some out. It's pretty soupy, which yesterday it was thicker, so maybe I should have fed it yesterday and I did not. So let's see. We are going to do a half a cup today. And hopefully that's going to get it going. Because I might have messed it up by not feeding it yesterday because I had bubbles in it yesterday. It was very nice. So we're going to do a half a cup and a half a cup of water. And we're going to mix that up. Okay. All right. So I'm going to move up my rubber band and I hope I didn't mess it up, and we will see tomorrow. Hey, look, we are at day 3 of our bean sprouts. Look at those sprouts already. So today I'm going to rinse them again and let them sit overnight, and tomorrow the girls are going to get their treat. Check on our sourdough. We have some bubbles in there. All right. I've added my half a cup of flour. Start stirring this up, and I'm going to add my half a cup of water. So there was no hooch in it, which is a good thing. That means we're almost getting a sourdough starter. I need a longer spoon. This one isn't quite long enough for me. Try and get mixed up as best as I can. Don't want to mess it up. All right, check that out. It is right about where the rubber band was before I had dumped it. So that's actually perfect. So now we'll wait till tomorrow. I think we're gonna have sourdough soon. I'm very excited. It's so much better for you. We're not gonna put that on tight. We're gonna leave it loose. We'll be back.